Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am doing something I have never done before. I consider myself a pretty creative person and pretty capable, but I do not consider myself handy. The only tools I have ever used are a screwdriver and a hammer. But today, I want to make over our master bedroom and surprise my husband. Okay, so I have a specific vision in mind, and I need to go in the hardware store first. Then I'm going to be headed to Walmart. I don't have to get a lot. I'm hoping to stay under $100 for everything that I need. Once I began shopping for everything that I needed, like I said, I went to the hardware store first and then to Walmart, I realized just how quickly $100 was going to go. Like, it was going to spend fast. But I was able to get everything for $96, y'all. So this is the current state of our master bedroom. No judgments, please. It is the main reason that I am making this over, because this is how it tends to look. It's a catch-all room. We literally have the egg incubator in our room right now. Yeah, so I'm hoping with this makeover, it will be a more organized and peaceful place to rest. The very first thing I had to do was to get all of the clutter and all of the mess out of this room. Okay, so I've got this half of the room completely cleared out except for this and the dresser. I have two options for where the bed can go. So option one, I can put the bed, okay, first off, the bed right now is in the middle of the room, and while I love the way it looks in front of the mirror, it literally gives you this much room around it to walk, and that's just not working. So my two options are, it can go right here where the dresser is and then come out this way. Or what I had been thinking is that it could go in my sewing nook. So it fits perfectly. I've already measured. So that's what I'm leaning towards, is it going in the nook. Because like I said, I have measured and I bought the stuff to make the headboard to go there. But then part of me thinks the dresser would look really good there. I don't know. I may move things around and play with it. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out my sewing nook while I'm thinking about it. Here comes the I've never used power tools, but now I've got to use them for the first time in my life part of the show. I have to get this headboard off, and it's attached to the frame. And I have no idea what tool to use to get it off. Okay, so maybe I'm being just a little bit dramatic here, but I was determined to have this whole room done before Tommy got home from work. So I was on a time crunch, the heater was going, so it was hot in this house, and yeah, it was a little more difficult than I thought. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the tool that I'll be using that I've never used in my life. So here we go. this? You can't even see it. Do I have to take like the mattresses off to get to it? That's ridiculous. Who made this?
Okay, so it definitely took me like 15 to 20 minutes to figure out how to get to these bolts. But once I got them off, it was such a feeling of accomplishment. And I know that sounds super silly because it is such a small thing. But y'all, normally Tommy does this kind of stuff for me. So it was a really good feeling to do it myself. Okay, so now I'm getting the bed moved into the corner, which was a feat in and of itself. Then I'm taking the handles off of the dresser because, yes, I'm going to paint it, y'all. I wanted to spray paint these handles, so I took them off and took them outside. I'm using the Rust-Oleum brand in hammered bronze for these, and I absolutely love how they turned out. I did do a quick clear coat over them so they won't chip off. For the dresser itself, I'm using chalk paint. It's the Waverly brand in plaster, I believe. So it's kind of like an antique off-white. I love using chalk paint. I love the texture. I love the coverage. And most of all, I love that there is no prep work. I could just paint right over this dresser as is. Our Walmart does not mix paint. I don't know why they say it's a supply issue. So I had to grab a pre-mixed color. This is Clay Mask, and I love how it went on, and I love how it looks. I knew I wanted the room to be green, and I absolutely love how this turned out. So with the bed being in this corner, I wanted a headboard. I knew I wanted something rustic, so I got this piece of paneling from the hardware store for $34. That was my biggest expense. And this is where the power tool portion comes into this video. I had never used a drill before, so I just kind of had to wing it and figure it out, and I think I did a pretty good job. I did 2 coats of chalk paint on the dresser with the drawers in, so I'm just touching it up here, and I've already put the handles back on. But I did realize that you can see the brown kind of under and around the drawers. So as much as I did not want to take the drawers out, I ended up having to do that. You can see I'm trying my hardest not to take the drawers out, y'all. I just, there was so little room in this room to do things like that. I was getting frustrated, and yeah, but in the end, the drawers had to come out, and I'm glad I did because it looks so much better. While I'm waiting for all the paint to dry, I went ahead and moved my fabric shelf into this corner and putting all the fabric back on, and then I'm going to do some decorating. If you're new to my channel and you did not see the original video where I organized my sewing nook, first off, I'll insert that here. But you don't know that this picture that I'm hanging is a picture from my mom's high school yearbook. She's 18 years old and she's learning to sew. Most of the decorations that I'm putting on our headboard shelf are from our wedding. The bears and the heart are from our very first wedding shower. You can see our wedding picture, the Bible that was in our wedding, my bouquet, and then throughout the years, Tommy has gifted me these willow tree figures, so they mean a whole lot to me. Then on the left, I'm just putting a B for our last name, a vintage perfume bottle, and a red truck for Tommy to kind of symbolize both of us. Here I am hanging the "So I Can Kiss You Anytime I Want" sign that I got in my last thrift haul. I'll link that video here so you can see it. Can y'all believe I got it for 50 cents? Now that all the crazy rushing, getting things done part of this transformation was done, I was able to slow down for a minute and breathe and remake our bed with fresh sheets. They are vintage. This one is actually vintage Ralph Lauren. Then this blanket my sister actually gave me. It's a vintage chenille, and she got it from a yard sale when they visited here. I absolutely love it. It goes completely with the vibe, the kind of vintage country cozy vibe that I wanted for our bed. These pillowcases are vintage from my thrift store, and then these quilted shams are one thing that I got from Walmart. I will try to link them below if I can. I don't remember exactly how much they were. Then the bow pillow that I made in my last sewing tutorial, I told y'all to be on the lookout for it. I love, love, love how the bedding looks. All right, y'all, I love this part. Here's the before of the mess, the chaos, the anxiety-ridden thing that was our bedroom. Can you believe this is what it looked like? Here is the after, y'all. This room turned out exactly how I wanted it. It's calm, it's cozy, it's country without being farmhouse. Like, that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to look like every other room that I see on Pinterest, that I see on YouTube. I wanted it to be us, and we are a little bit 90s country, I'm not gonna lie. And I absolutely love it. And what blows my mind is that I didn't take anything out other than clutter, but the furniture, all the items are the same things that were in the room already, but there's so much more room. I cannot get over the difference that it made putting this bed in the corner. I also wanted to point out that I did put 2 small shelves up for our cell phones to charge at night because we do use them as alarms. Y'all, looking at this bed again, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. Can y'all believe that I did this room for $96? I really can't believe it. I shopped our home. I shopped on a budget. I shop at a thrift store. And it just all came together. Can you believe this headboard was $34? And y'all, I have room to sew now and do sewing tutorials. I'm so excited to do that for y'all and for me, because that's my favorite videos to post, even if they don't do as well as my other videos. I love posting sewing tutorials, so those are coming your way because now I have the room. And look at the room on the floor. What? There's room on the floor, y'all. I do want to get a rug for right there, but here's the best part. This is when I showed Tommy, and the look on his face is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, God made you on purpose and for a purpose, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!